have you ever like really like loved two people? Do you believe it's possible? I believe it's totally possible.
It's possible.
I don't really love people. It's possible, but I don't really love people.
So do
And
you believe in
the thing
soulmate?
about it is, do I believe in soulmate? I don't know. I don't know if I believe in soulmate. I believe in the fact that two people connect so well and understand each other, but the only way that they get to that level is through time, commitment, loyalty, and communication, period.
True.
I don't believe that that's your soulmate, because what I believe is that he might be my soulmate, but I might not be his, if that makes sense.
Very interesting.
Right? Just because of the fact that somebody believes that, oh my God, you're my soulmate, don't mean that I don't think that I'm really your soulmate. I might be yours. You might not be mine. That's how we coexist, like in this world. You know what I'm saying? And I feel very passionate about that, because I feel like that's a really, really good question, because there's so many people who would ran through my life through your years and said I was their soulmate. I'm not your soulmate, you know? But then after a while, I thought, oh shit, maybe I am their soulmate, but they're not mine. So that is a great question. But does it mean that I believe in it? Probably not. I believe in it to an extent. Is what I should say. I should correct myself. I believe in it to an extent, because there's people who meet each other and say, that is my soulmate. And they've been together for years and years and years. And they convinced the world that that was their soulmate because of the fact that they've been together for years and years. That doesn't make that person your soulmate. That just makes you being really good in a fucking committed goddamn relationship. So that doesn't make it your soulmate. I'm sorry. Because too many people have been together. We have history. We have history, right? My grandmother, my grandfather, your parents, our parents, elderly people in generations and generations way before us. Was that they soulmate? Or was that because they knew how to be committed to each other and stay in a marriage? Not your soulmate. It wasn't. Because those people fought, they argued, they knew how to take lick. And what they knew was how to stay together, because they honored forever for worse. That's what they honored. That wasn't your soulmate. They honored the Bible, and they honored forever for work. But do you realize that they took out to honor and obey? They took obey out.
So
you see, so
what you're saying then, you can have a soulmate, but it can be for a time. So maybe this person can be put in your life for a reason. You're connected, on every level, emotionally, spiritually, and everything. After that time is ended, it's ended.
Okay. Yeah, it's ended. People could be in your life. People are only in your life for a time. Nothing lasts forever. So I don't care if in fact you are saying we are going to be together forever. Well, that's a neat trick. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that is how I feel about that. Everything you're in for the time. And so therefore, when you get to that point where you're like, damn, you know how many people that I thought you was my soulmate? Why did you think that? Just because y'all got along and y'all just, no. The one thing that I learned, especially as a woman, you try to feed off of other people's energies and do what they do and like what they like. And that's just because you like them. That's because you only was interested in the shell part of the person. It was just the shell of the person. You never got to the inside of the person to know exactly what's going on with the inside of the person. See, that's when you find your soulmate. So when you find that person, that's when it's like, okay, you know what? This person know me inside and out. You don't never meet nobody that you meet them from the inside. Everybody you meet the shell. You don't meet nobody from the inside until you have 9 million conversations with that person to know exactly what that person going through, exactly what that person can do, exactly what you about to put up with, all of that, so that you can take care
question
of the problem.
I have to listen to what you said. So question. So do you think you could possibly have a soulmate that other than your partner or your spouse?
I think that I can have a...
Right, so you can be
you
can be in a relationship with someone, but your soulmate can be someone else other than your partner.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Hands down. But the question is, what is wrong with your soulmate that you not leaving the partner for? Because something's wrong with your soulmate. That's the problem. Something's wrong with your soulmate. That's why you're not going towards that person, because it's either that person still do stuff that you don't appreciate, that person is still doing stuff that you won't tolerate, or the person that you with, that's your partner, that person is probably complimenting you, that person is probably running to your rescue, that person is probably there for you, that person is probably clean. Your soulmate probably not clean or dirty. Don't keep a good house, but they still be your dog. They still be people that you could connect with mentally. The soulmate shit is mental. It's not physical. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just a mental thing, because you could communicate with anybody that you could communicate with on a regular basis, and you could, every single time something happened to you, or anytime you're going through something, or anytime you're excited to tell that person, you ain't even calling the person you with to tell them first. That's your soulmate. That's the people that you're supposed to connect with. Yep. But that doesn't mean that you don't know how they live, though.
Well, before we get out of here, we're going to end it on a rapid fire. So just the After Dark relationship, rapid fire. I'm going to ask you some questions. You have a split second to answer. Love or loyalty?
Loyalty.
Chemistry or stability?
Stability.
Separate or joint accounts, bank accounts?
Separate.
Share phone password, yes or no?
No.
Can ex really be friends?
Yes, I'm friends with all of mine.
And the last, second chance after breakup?
Repeat that.
Second chance after a breakup. You believe?
I'm leaving that plenty of time. Yeah, I'm leaving it. Yeah, of course. They're going to fuck up again anyway.
Flirting, is it cheating?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, and that was it.
Those are really good questions. I love those questions.